Brody on a pretty good line, just going to pull up a bit short. Pretty good starter there from Alex Marshall. A couple of feet short of the jack. Brody forced to change hands. Fairly good line here, just coming in behind the head, but he'll be much happier with that. The rare opportunity for Alex to draw a second here. Brody's been pretty red hot in the last stretch of 4 or 5 ends. Just dropping in here for second shot. Noticed a couple of comments coming through that the live stream's not working on YouTube. You need to look out for part 2, is that correct? Yes, the technician has let me know here that if you are on YouTube, go into part 2, as we did get a disconnection. That's working now. Thank you, Jade. Welcome back, Safe.
Thank you. I've just been trying to figure out where the scores went wrong, but we're on top of it now.
Just pulling up there, Benny. Just gives a bit of protection from his first bowl, which was spot on. And what a great bowl here from Aaron. Just pulling up at second shot. He won't be too upset with that. Taddy gives a bit of a clap and a high five. I think you might find that Teddy's a eyeball on this. He may even change over and maybe play through his own bowl, trying to squirt the jack out to his own.
Absolutely. And just before they start, I do have some more scores. So Brad Marin 12-4 up, Maddie Flapper 8-6 up, and Jeremy Henry has picked up 5 shots to be 8-5 up over Ali Forsyth. So the top 3 are all winning. Currently, first, second, third place, all winning their current games. So definitely a few close ones.
Yeah, absolutely. Be a few wanting a turnaround there on that, trying to get themselves in, but all they got control over is what they can do in this game.
Exactly right.
The rest looks after itself. Taddy's played a reasonable line here for his own bowl. Straight through the jack, straight out to his own.
For 2.
2 shots.
Great shot.
What a beautiful bowl. And he just calling for a similar shot from Bro, just to flip over and trail the jack to his own for a couple.
Doesn't mind it.
No, he's chasing it down.
Just wants to hang a tad.
I think he's going to come in top, but he may get the second shot bowl here and flop back in, yes.
Good shot.
A lot better setup for Ben now.
Taddy's looking a tad skinny here. But he's in a good area to sit that second shot. Just going to duck under. Got 2 out of it. Well done.
Good weight. Flop back in off his own.
Once again, probably not too much for wide there, other than, you know, you wouldn't want to touch the jack yourself, I suppose, or if you did, you wouldn't want it to go too far, and he already has shots, so probably a good idea to be that tied in for the second shot.
Yes, correct. You'll find Ben will certainly play weight up through Brodie's bowl or off the shot bowl here.
Just been sent a photo from Kev of Teasy's bowl.
Sitting right on the plinth, drawn to the jack, I believe, because I don't think that's a toucher.
No. What a shot. So that's just the quality of the game that's happening over there, first versus fourth.
It's on a reasonable line here, just needs to keep coming, and it is.
Very
He's
well
got
played.
Jack through for 2 shots. Now
Made a very pretty 2 out of it.
we have been well and truly treated to a special this end, haven't we, eh? There's been some magic bowls played here.
Great shot, Benny.
With minimal weight is even
Yes.
better.
Couldn't have played it much better.
We're not seeing minimal weight here, but we've got a big drive. Bang.
A couple
Oh,
out. Oh. Ooh.
a lot of things moved, but still 2 shots to Ben McArthur and Brodie Harker. Let's see a replay of this.
If you had got a little bit less of an edge on that one of Taddy's, I think it could have been more damage.
He was in the right area to get a result. Quick shout out to Tice Cromie, the player of the series in the Men's Open Alley Shield.
Yes.
So your guys are going not too bad. Maddie and Lowy are in third currently.
And we're 8-6 up.
8-6 up. Oh, we've seen someone go flying past here on a motorbike doing a wheelie. We've seen a few things, strange things up here, but that's got to be up there. And I think you've also got Paddles is in there somewhere too, aren't they?
Down in 14th.
14th, needing a big win in this game and a few results to go their way to try and get into the top 10.
They need someone from 5th through 10th to drop a game for them.
We see very short length here. Alex just coming up a yard short. So it was a 2 on the last end. To Brodie Harker, no.
No, we missed Omar's last bowl. Played through the 2 shot bowls and got the shot. So 1 to Taddy and Omar, making it under 10 shots the difference.
It's a cracking shot. Teddy, very good correction here, just under the line, sitting the shot bowl and potentially making one there. Big Kev just playing a little game there. Marshall and Sheriff may have to hand their resume in to play next year. That's a tough call. I think the comment was made earlier, the last 6 months should be enough in the results. Henry Forsyth, 9-5 after 10.
I'm assuming that extra 1 that I got since the last score was that one of Teasy's on the edge of the bank, on the edge of the ditch, sorry. Kev said the last 6 weeks of their resume should be fine.
Yes. Bit of tongue-in-cheek stuff there. We've played in very good spirits up here. It's been a very, very enjoyable week. How have you enjoyed the last 2 days, Soph?
Loved my time here. I enjoyed playing, and it's just as much fun watching some of the best in the world. So Omar's wanting to probably just draw another.
He's coming in on a good track here.
Gets
Just a
behind
touch
to Brody's
over.
is a great second option.
Yeah, good result. The two absolute goats of the sport are getting goated. Very creative today, our listeners.
Just seen Ben McARTHUR trail the jack.
Still just one down, but another bowl in the head there for him. Any touch on Omar's bowl or the bowl clean and the shot will be theirs. Alex just trying to draw up gently to it. He's just going to pull up.
Probably not the worst spot to be honest.
I was going to say there's a little bit of a protection, although it does give him the option to play a little bit more weight.
Yeah, exactly. Just to hold under.
Play that bowl through and Taddy's will protect his bowl, which he's done. And he's got it beautifully.
Rhodes has played it really well here.
Bang. What a shot.
Made a very good 3 or 4 there, I'd say.
That is just simply brilliant.
Omar's saying get it.
Mm-hmm. He's missed his first couple of goes through this game, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes here. You see him take a little bit extra here. He wants to make sure this counts. Oh, he's got the front one.
He's cleared a lot of bowls out of the head, but
Wow.
he's now currently at least 3.
Probably
but I'd
4.
say he'd be going that again almost.
Only one bowl left on the green. Took all 3 of their bowls out of the head. Very unlucky result.
I'd be saying Taddy would be going for that again, considering there's less in the way now, and Omar's got 2 after that. So you put these 2 together with 3 bowls, I wouldn't assume that they'd miss very many.
You wouldn't want to peel your front one out.
You wouldn't.
Although it's probably only 1 extra.
Yeah, true.
Brody just changing hands. Doesn't want to fatten the head up and give him any more to hit. And just getting in behind and getting another shot.
So I'd say they've got about 4 or 5 there.
Very, very smart not to fatten the head up.
Absolutely.
Oh, sorry, Frankie. We missed your question there. No, what you have to do is submit a resume, bowls resume, through to the Moama Bowls Club to Kev, and they pick the best 48 teams they can to put in. So if you want to get your entry in, no guarantees, but that's how you do it, I believe, because it is invitation only.
Just saw Omar just sneak past the 2 shots there, so probably sitting in maybe 5th shot. And Ben's just added to the count.
Yeah, really.
Almost fattened it up a little bit.
This is all or nothing here.
Got it.
Omar's hit it and he's killed it when he's about 6 down. You didn't think they'd miss 3.
I honestly thought that he would do it with his first, but why do it with your first when you can create some suspense and do it with your second?
Absolutely, it's good for the show.
Kev popped some more scores in the comments for those that are interested. Brad Marin's 12-4 up after 9 and Maddie Flapper's 8-all after 9. So a few close ones. Still a little while to go, just reached over halfway. So
as you can see the graph on the game stats, 2 and a 3 on the first end to Taddy and Sheriff.
These are the last couple are just sort of pending. I had to catch up the scores. I went back and watched the live stream, and what we're picking up from the live stream is not what the scores are going on the board. So the last couple in that graph might be inaccurate, but the first ends were pretty much neck and neck, and yeah, so.
Then Broads and Benny got on a bit of a roll.
They did, got the next 5.
Going to be a problem to play with Soph, Frankie, being a male-only tournament, this one, because Moama do such a great job up here. They have a all-ladies prestige pairs and an all-men's prestige pairs, so I just don't think you'll find you get a mixed game. And you wouldn't want to play with me, Frankie. I'm broken down, mate. Eddie's out on a nice line here.
Yeah. Pretty good correction. Just wanting to slip behind the head. Anything's better than being short, so.
Just battling a bit with his weight here, Alex. He's finding this stream rink a little difficult.
The line's spectacular. Brody just needs to hurry past his own. Played it pretty well. Good correction for holding 2, I'd assume. Apologise
for the bit of feedback from the wind.
Yeah.
It has got up a bit here again today. I'm sure they've got a wind machine at Moama. It always seems to be windy here. It's a great concept for a tournament, this one. As every rink win that you have, you get $40 in an envelope at the end of the day or after each game. So not only are you playing for the prize money at the end, you get a little bit of chump change on the way through to help pay for your expenses. There's a rare bad bowl from Ben McARTHUR there. He's just totally lost the line and the length there. He's certainly played very well, so
he has, yeah.
I think you'll find there'll be a good correction coming here.
Definitely.
Another good bowl from Omar there, drawing the Absoluta. Still on a fairly tightish line, although it is holding there. Just turning, well, what do I know? There's shot. Another Grover tuning in, Craig Rippon. I hear the snapper going, mate, so I'm just sitting by the phone anxiously. What's that, Kev? You just said you wanted to play with Frankie Krislovic, is that right? He's just come over to the commentary box. Well, we'll have to touch on that later. Unfortunately, Kev's got to work and run the tournament, so doesn't play anymore whilst it's going. Must be hard for him.
Taddy's just tight with this one. A bit frustrated with that one.
Yes. You certainly get punished if you miss your line.
You really do.
Brody's got a beautiful, compact technique.
Does.
Very, very stable, especially on the carpet.
Just going to run into Ben's short one there, but they do roll far on the carpet.
Absolutely.
Doesn't have a chance to keep going there.
He's got a very good technique for the carpet, very stable when he lets the ball go, and
good follow through.
Normally helps you get a bit more consistent with your weight.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you do see some different deliveries, like Aaron Sheriff and Corey Wedlock are very rhythm body bowlers,
yes.
So they use the whole body to get their touch, whereas yes. Brody stays down and just reaches through the bowl and follows through. So
Omar's not far here. Gonna give it a touch. I'm not sure if it was enough. Teddy wasn't sure which way it was going.
But I will say that It doesn't really matter how you do it, so long as you're doing the same thing every time.
Absolutely.
There's no right or wrong way. Good bowl again.
Great shot, Benny.
Benny's drawn another one. Omar just searching up through this head, looking for the jack.
Needs it to get down slightly. It's anything.
Oh, he's got the jack, but I don't think he's got enough.
He's had half of it either side and no reward.
2 shots is the call from Broads, with last bowl coming from Ben here. Opportunity to draw 3, and I'd hate to say, but near put the game out of touch. Which is not the way this game was looking after a couple of ends.
No. Ben on a very nice line again. He's got to hurry past Taddy's first one.
Just a little tentative. You can understand with Omar's bowl sitting behind. He didn't want to go crashing into the shot bowl whilst holding 2.
Yeah, and 2 is the call, so 18-7 after 11. Sorry. Yeah, after 11.
Just have to make a bit of allowance for us today, Soph, on the on the scoring. I think the cold temperatures might have got to us.
Well, I promise you, we've been watching, and every time I was very confident, and then they change the scoreboard every couple of ends, and we're like, well, that's not what we've got, but we're up to date now, so.
Here we go, another live update. Kev, our roving reporter. Henry Forsyth, 9 all after 12. Wow, this is going to be a nail biter. Be a few people hanging on this result. Good starter there from Broads. Good weight from Taddy, just a fraction wide. Yeah, Benny, we did have a change of live stream rink. I believe when you got players of this calibre, you really want to see the best players go, and nothing against the guys that were on the game, which I understand you would like to have watched, Benny, because one of them was your club teammate, Brad Orr. But I'm sure the viewers are really happy to see Omar and Alex here, and all the Victorians be looking out for the underdogs, Brodie and Ben.
Brad Marin 13-4 up over Jimmy Whitehead after 9, and Maddie Lull. And Maddie Flapper is 12-6 up over, let me just double check, Les Johnson and Ben Winther. So 12-6.
Let's just put the change of fixture down to we're not the boss. We just follow what happens. Is that right, Safe?
we sit down and whoever plays, plays.
Correct.
And we just talk over it.
No, there's been a couple of schedule changes over the journey just to try and make sure that we're bringing the best games to the viewers, and I'm pretty sure it's been an enjoyable game to watch, although being played quite a twist after the first couple ends, so you know what it's like. So if you go away to these tournaments and sometimes it's just not your tournament, and
yeah, that always happens. Ben's going to draw 2 absolute bombs here, holding 4. Yeah, Taddy's calling to give it a chance. Down on the backhand. Any contact on anything's really not bad.
He's close.
Just needs it to either settle
or turn.
It's coming down. He's played it very well.
Oh, what a conversion.
5-shot turnaround for Omar. 4 down, 1 up.
What a shot here. Bang. And we know that was a deliberate shot there because Taddy had called that, as you pointed out, and he played it to perfection.
Yep.
Nice track here from Brody.
Yeah, pretty nice track. All come down to the weight.
Absolutely, and doesn't look too bad.
Just needs to hurry.
Oh,
Very good second.
very good attempt. Probably only needed another foot in it.
Yeah, just to hold.
Correct. Taddy's out on a reasonable line too.
Might be just a tad high, but they do have that little bit of turn.
Yeah, they come hard at the
There it
end, and
is.
here he comes.
Possibly third.
Probably would have got back to the line, was just
Probably would have, yeah.
carrying a few feet of weight, so Brody on a good line again. Has he made the correction? It looks like he has. It's starting to dive.
Ooh.
Just got past. Just overplayed it a fraction. He's on a bit better line here, I think.
Yeah, just needs to swing.
Oh, the outside edge of his bowl, but still open there for both sides. A little bit more subdued today, the players, Soph.
Yeah.
Some that are obviously that aren't in contention are going to be pretty laid back, and
Yeah, I think so.
probably 2 or 3 nights of exuberant frivolities or
Yes.
frivolities in there having a few tins, and they might be a little bit wounded.
So we see Ben probably just needed another foot also just to squeeze past Omar's bowl, but just ran into it, so still just the one.
Not a bad home back there.
No, sort of splits a couple of those green and yellow bowls.
Not that I think the bowl's going to get back to the jack and
No.
it'll move, but certainly when you know bowls, anything can happen.
Absolutely. He has got that little bit of extra weight on it. needs
Just
to
going to
hang.
tune in.
I thought he had the bit of extra weight. He actually had a little less. First rink that's finished is coming through.
So it sounds like for you, Benny, I can give you the answer of what's happened with Rhino.
Easier run the jack and start right on it, so they're going to have the lead again. You just got to go 1 up.
Did you understand that, Soph?
Nope.
Not either.
I think someone's 1 up with 2 to play, and I think Teasy's up 1 up with 2 to play
Yeah, right.
against Ali Forsyth.
Well, I believe Orr and Hoskins may have just got over Dave Dawes and Mark Ryan, which was the scheduled game, which would have been a nice tight game, but
Yeah.
just a question from Benny Fletcher. What bowls do you believe have found to be playing the best on this surface? And
I honestly think it's been the XGs.
Yeah.
If I'm being, not to be biased, but, you know, you've got Brody, Ben and Taddy playing with the XGs. And they all seem to be, as we've just found with Taddy's first bowl, seem to be pretty close. So, I don't know. I feel like they're mostly all running similar. Any sort of bowl that has the ability to turn with the green.
yeah, I think
Nothing too wide.
anything like an Optima from the Aeros
Yeah.
or an XG or
Yep.
a Conquest from
Sort of
Drake's or
your most neutral
GTR
bowl.
or something like that from Taylor's on this carpet will actually help you. Although we did
Think so.
see Ali yesterday use a set of Tiger 2s.
Yeah, and they were just, we noticed they were just that tad bit wide. So I'd say the most neutral bowl from your brand is what's been running
The all-rounder.
the all-rounder. So just seen Taddy play a very good correction and holding to himself, but Brody's put this one on a pretty good track. He'd just want to get under Taddy's first one, but going to clip the outside edge.
Ooh. Not all bad for Brody. Even though he's
No.
knocked it closer, it's made the shot a little bit
Tied
more
at 2
inviting.
down, but yeah.
Man of Omar's ability,
Yes.
that would be looking juicy for him.
Yeah.
And I missed your question before. Must have been some excitement happened, Andrew. Haven't seen the 2-shoe been rolled out this week. Andrew has a bit of a habit of buying 2 pairs of shoes and not putting the right colour on.
Omar's just drawn a third shot here. Covered up that hole on the forehand, so I think he'll still play it, Benny, but yeah, can't go any worse than 3 down at the moment, so may as well clear it early.
Absolutely. Just stops his run to the jack for getting a toucher, so
Yeah.
played this with reasonably good weight here. Just looking to make contact or get through. May get Taddy's, just gone under. But it is their closest bowl, so that'll be quite happy. Geez, they've heard about us, Soph. We've got a coach pulled up with about 50 elderly
heard.
people are all coming in for the finale.
I heard we're on the commentary.
We're all waving. Well, I think it might be the bowls, but I like your thinking.
Omar just slipping past, about 1.5 meters behind the head.
Yeah, perfect bowl. You're holding 3. Put one behind. Still give yourself a chance to score.
Yeah.
And also prevent them from building that up. This one's close.
Just going to run through Omar's.
Yeah, may have just made a shot on the other hand now. With those 2 bowls short of the jack. Any
Yeah, I think
contact,
so.
even in off the yellow one of Ben's, could get a result for that jack to go. Reasonable weight there from Taddy. We just got caught tight again. He's running into the short bowl of Brody Harker's, but it has opened that front port up. And I think you might find there'll be some weight going through here.
A little bit, yeah.
He's let it go. Benny's watching intently.
Pretty close.
Bang. Oh, you wouldn't credit.
Wow.
He's taken his own 2 bowls out and still
made
3
it.
down.
Made a very ugly 3, but any contact on the front, the jack's pretty much gone, Robbo.
Yes. Well, as we saw yesterday, could go forward.
Absolutely, yeah.
We saw one of them yesterday with Ali Forsyth. Got very unlucky after initially being lucky for the bit off target and got it onto the jack, and it bounced forward and dropped a 6 on the second last end to pretty much hand the game to Holland and Madigan. Brody going
It's
again.
close.
He's got
Got
2 of them.
1 down. Good result. Didn't really see it without any jack, Robbo, but there you go.
No, just got that front one of Omar's on the edge and peeled the other one out. And the bowl that's sitting on the jack's the one he rolled in with the drive the bowl before, so a little bit unlucky there.
Omar on a pretty good track here. Just needs to hang around Taddy. He's just going to run into it. Or just under. Almost second.
Could be a bit of mud in the eye there. Bit of traffic. Benny will be just trying to draw this off. Sit the bowl, trail a jack. Nothing serious. He's going to get under as well.
Just going to duck, going to get the little ride, and definitely just one down now.
Well, if it was blocked before, it's certainly blocked now.
Yeah, he's going to just play through his own.
Yes.
Onto the jack for a fair few, but he's played it pretty tight.
He's got Taddy's bowl here, could cause some grief. No.
He's going to get the one.
Benny's got a fairly easy bowl here. He's got about 2.5 feet to draw another. Just wants to stay off the jack.
Well, I think he wants the jack, Robbo. They're one down.
No one would have known if you hadn't have told them. Thanks for that, Soph.
That's
Appreciate
okay.
that.
I mean, if he was on the other hand, he wouldn't want the jack. So one to Sheriff and Marshall.
It's been a long week.
It has. Up and back to go.
Jimmy to sort this out, only real professional.
True.
Brody coming in nicely here. Might be just carrying a little bit of weight here. Just give the first one a fair chance. Beautiful weight there from Taddy again, just under the line.
Brody just wanting to drop about a metre.
And he's played the similar bowl.
Yeah, played the same bowl.
A rare end that he's got one outside 2 feet, I
You're
would have
not
thought.
wrong, yeah. Both very consistent though.
As you can see, the both leaders just missing the line and finishing under.
Yep.
Just a little bit quicker at the ends where the carpet's been stretched to. So, you know, it's a little bit quicker on the tee and beyond than it is in the middle of the green. So players just need to be aware.
Yep.
Yeah, Omo's played a very good bowl here to make three shots. Only about the second one for the game, but Benny's missed the line by a fair bit there.
Yeah, similar to his last end.
Fatigue.
Yes, so there has been a long couple of days. A lot of these guys were at the, the sides over in Perth, and a few of us have had, obviously, Pennant on the weekend, and then Sunday was filled with some region events, and they all got shipped here to play 3 more days of bowls, so a few of them would be buggered.
I would have thought so.
I know I was, and I didn't have to play these 3 days.
Well, I don't know about you, Soph. I'm buggered and I haven't even played a bowl. He's just under again here.
Yeah, pretty similar. Everyone's pretty much paired their own bowl on this end.
Omar's last bowl just slipping through and finishing in not a bad spot,
Yeah.
sitting on those back two of Brody's. Henry Forsyth. Henry is 10-12. Forsyth after 14. So
two
last
down,
end.
last end.
This could be huge for the
Yeah, wow.
the top 5 or top 10. Shame we can't get a bit of footage of that, but we'll certainly let you know how that goes.
Henry needs a 2 to win the event. So a draw for them will keep them on top, Robbo.
Yes, that's correct.
1 or 2 points being too clear.
Yeah, a draw's good enough for them.
Yeah, so hopefully the head works in their favour for them if they're wanting it. But obviously Ali is sitting in 4th and, you know, that'll pop him up to definitely, you know, around about stay in the top 5.
Absolutely, and Marin and Podesta are 15-4 up
Okay, they're in a pretty comfortable position, I'd say.
after 11. Well, after an early loss in the tournament, Marin and Podesta have really done a good job and have certainly put themselves in a position for a good pay here today.
Yeah, it's not over till it's over, they say, so good on them for pushing through.
And he actually has, what's he got there? Yeah, about 17 shots difference back to Matty Flapper, so you would think
Yep.
the worst they could finish would be second,
Yep.
and depending on this last result, could actually win the tournament.
Yeah, exactly right. So they're pretty much, at this point in time, pending the results, they're pretty much guaranteed first or second. So nice little bit of pocket money for those two.
Benny McArthur having to step off the mat as a drive on the next rink connects.
I'm just looking over onto the grass and I can see an orange bowl, a red bowl, and a blue and white bowl.
The red bowl is...
Ryan's.
No, Podesta's. He's using a set of red bowls. Teasy's got the orange and yellow two-tone. Here comes... Yeah, we could commentate from 3 rinks away.
Yeah. Oh, look at- Over on the Henry vs Forsyth rink, I believe Teasy looks like he's holding a shot. Jeremy interested in another one of his bowls. So, tight game over there.
Asking a blind man to see 30, 50
Benny
metres
McArthur.
away. What
Ben
a shot.
McArthur, what a bomb.
I think he's made shot there, yes.
Great shot. Henry holding 2, Kev says thank you. So I think I was right. So I think Jeremy's 1 bowl and Teasy's other bowl is holding 2. So that's what they need to hang on to as we see Ryan Burnett missing a drive. So 1 bowl less that they don't have to worry about. And we're just measuring for shot on this live stream rink here. Pretty tight measure here. Might be getting an umpire.
Very close.
I think they're going to get an umpire.
Yeah. And good effort by the boys. I know you look at the score and say, why would you bother? But 1 shot could be the difference of a position on the ladder for these
Yeah.
guys. So, yeah. Nothing seems to be changing on that Henry Tees ring.
Yeah. Henry still holding 2. Thank you, Kev.
Just while we're waiting for the umpire to do the measuring here on our show court, we'll try and keep you up to date with probably the most important game of the day for everybody concerned. All has been weight played over there.
And Ellie, I believe that would have been from Ellie Forsyth, and Ryan Burnett not celebrating, but his bowl looks to be the closest, so I'm not sure if that what the concern is or what's going on. Takes both bowls out. Ellie's last bowl takes both bowls out. So, I'm not quite sure what that means or who's holding.
We're going to need a 2.
Henry holds 1 with last bowl, so Jeremy needs to draw to win the tournament.
And he does have, from from the look from here, a good 8 shots. He's gone through.
Needs to stop.
I think he might have ran too far, is he? Kev will give us the update.
So Brody and Ben getting 1 on that end with the umpire's measure.
And bad news for the people that are waiting for the next game to start. This is actually it. This is the last game of the tournament. And we're not sure what's happened up there. Whether or not they got the 2 that they required.
I can't tell by anyone's emotions, Robbo.
No.
Henry misses the draw. Henry 11-12. So,
Greg Podesta and Brad Marin.
are sitting in the prime seat to finish first in this event.
Well, I don't think they can be ousted unless Matty Flapper's a lot of shots up. Taddy got a beautiful bowl here. I think Taddy's trying to, he's talking to Kevy, he's probably trying to work his way back into the tournament, trying to sweet talk himself in here. Yes, Taylor Marin, I can give you an update. We've just found out that Jeremy Henry and Aaron Tees have gone down to Ali Forsyth and Ryan Burnett by 1 shot, which should, if my calculations are correct, put your partner into the top spot. So, Taylor, put your hand out. I think the prize money is amazing up here. I think it's 6,000
6
each.
each for the win, yes.
Magnificent. And Brad Marin is 15-4 up after 11, so barring any tragedy, I think you'll find they'll be crowned the 23 Prestige Pairs champions. Taylor sends back, the hands are awaiting.
Am I just slotting in for 4th shot there? Couple down.
That's a reaction from Teesey. He would have been confident for Jeremy probably to draw that last bowl, and he's just gone through about 5 feet and missed the...
Teasy says that's bowls, and yes, indeed it is. It is the game we play.
And it's amazing when the pressure's on, even the calibre of players. When there's a lot of money at stake, we're all human.
Brody just wanting to probably just crack an egg on the shot bowl of Taddy's here. It's pretty close.
Just slipped
gonna
underneath.
duck.
Yeah, because the draw there would have got him over the line.
Taddy just wanting to draw a second.
Just pulling up a bit short. So there'll definitely be movement at the top of the ladder. See how the other results go.
So with Ellie Forsyth and Ryan Burnett getting a win, that brings them to 13 points and would currently put them in second, but obviously we've got Brad Maher and Greg Podesta winning by 11. So that would put them in the top position. And Maddie Flapper and Peter Lowe, we don't quite have the score for at the moment. I can read the board. It's 17-6 their way, I'm assuming. So 17-6, so plus 11.
So assuming that Lowy and Maddie are up,
that would keep them in second position, with Greg and Brad holding first position currently as the scores stand.
yes. And Flapper does have the superior numbers. Only has to win to get himself into second and relegate Jeremy and Teasy down to third. This game's come to a conclusion. Anyway, Soph, just like to thank you for all your efforts that you've put in over the last couple of days.
Very welcome.
It's been an absolute honour to be able to sit next to you and call these games as we've seen it. Thanks very much to all the people that are out on the air, giving us comments.
Yes, thank you. Just trying to backtrack and see. Two down. So Taddy and Omar pick up a 2 on the last end.
So that
finish in double figures at 18-11 after 15.
So very well done to Brody Harker and Ben McArthur. That would have to be probably one of their best wins of their careers, to play two players of that quality
Yeah.
on the live stream and put in such a compelling performance.
Yeah, absolutely. We might be able to turn the cameras around and just capture the middle green, but I think we're going to jump off on the mute.
Ryan Bester just gives us the nod that he was up in that game, so he's one of the ones that can, from 8th position, can move, but there is also about 3 or 4 others around on similar shots, so depending on their victory, will be where the minor placing, well, I won't say minor, but placings will come from. So another solid year from Ryan Bester and Cam Keenan.
Working our way to just turn the camera around, just to get a bit of a view of Maddie Flapper and Brad Marin's rink over the back here, who are in the top 3.
What I might do, Soph, we'll just stay on the air just briefly if we can, and I'll just snip over to the rink there, and I'll just get a quick update just so we know exactly where we're at.
Sounds good. Thanks, Robbo.
Catch you next time, son.
Righto, Soph, I'll just welcome you back for a final little wrap-up here. We've had a big result on the last end up here for Pigeon and Brett Marnie and Pavey.
Okay.
They were 19-12 up last end and picked an 8 up.
Joking.
In this standard of bowls, you would be absolutely blown away that that can happen. So
Wow.
that's certainly going to help with shots up. Maddie Flapper is 17-6 up with only a couple of ends to go, and Brad Marin is 17-4 up with only 2 ends to go. Yeah, Maddie's got 3 ends I can see from here.
So that would currently put the standings with Greg Podesta, Brad Marin first, Maddie Flapper, Peter Lowe second. I believe Ali Forsyth, Ryan Burnett third on 13 because they had the draw.
Absolutely.
So they'll be in third. And then the rest is TBD, I'd say.
Oh, I would agree.
Because with Teasy and Henry going 1 down, I would say, that would bring their shots to 44, and 4th place is 45 shots. So it's all here and there after that. But the top 3 are pretty much, you'd almost say locked in, but anything can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think we can pretty much wrap it up there, Soph.
I think so, yeah.
Look on the Moama Facebook page for the final results and sheet to see where your team or the team that you were supporting is.
Yes.
I'd like to thank Moama Bowls Club for giving us the opportunity. and especially to do the live stream and put it out there so people could also enjoy you know, the games that we've seen. We've had over 500 on this last game watching, and you know, it's just great what they're doing for the sport.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, from us, like to thank everyone, and good luck for the pennant season and the season ahead of us as we're just starting here in Victoria.
Absolutely. Thank you everyone for watching.
Thanks,
See you
so.
next time.